Shakur Stevenson at this point has to be considered pound for pound, top 3, maybe 4 in the sport of boxing. This is your boy JG. This is the Punch Report. Let's just get right into the content. So he just destroyed Yoshino in New Jersey. A great card, great night of fights. And I want to break down very quickly what Shakur Stevenson was able to do in this bout that really reaffirms something I've already said. I did a video a couple years ago, and I mentioned the names of Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, who am I missing? Devin Haney, and then you could throw in Lomachenko. But these guys in and around 126, 130, 135, and it's possibly as high as 140, but I didn't mention any 140-pounders right now. Obviously, we know Teofimo at this point is a 140-pounder. And I said, in my opinion, when you think about the best guys within that division, Shakur Stevenson, for me, was easily the best of all of them. No doubt about it. Now, this was a couple years ago. Some things have changed, and I'll get into that in this video as well. But Yoshino ranked 4th in the WBC. This was a title eliminator bout. We know at 135 right now, Devin Haney is pound for pound. But you can only fight the guys that you can fight. Now, it's been well documented that Shakur Stevenson wanted to get the best guy available, moving up to 35. You know, his last bout at 130, he missed weight, moves up to 35, honest about himself, his body, where he's at, growing as a young man. And what's my man's name? Isak Pitbull Cruz, among others, they skipped out on the opportunity to fight a Shakur Stevenson. I can't really be mad at him. As a matter of fact, Isak Pitbull Cruz, his pops was like, nah, that ain't it. Shakur Stevenson, we're not doing that. We're not going that route. And why would you? You're going to lose. You're going to get actually destroyed. And you're going to cut into your marketability that was given to you by Tank Davis. But I digress. What happened in the Yoshino fight? Shakur Stevenson took one round to figure out what Yoshino was trying to do. Round 2, he scored a gorgeous knockdown, overcommitment by Yoshino, short left hand. And when you see it in real time, it doesn't look like much. However, they slowed the shot down, and that was a devastating short shot. Landon Yoshino drops him. Everything after that was pure devastation from Shakur Stevenson. My dog's, I don't even know. She's just over here. But anyway, pure devastation from Shakur Stevenson at that point. Rounds 2, 3, 4, 5 stopped in the 6th. Another knockdown, I believe it was in the 3rd. You see Shakur Stevenson landing a power punch connect percentage at like 59%, something ridiculous. The discrepancy with power, not even power punches landed versus punches defended against, or, you know, what you can avoid for Shakur Stevenson is the best in the world. Shout out to Joe Tessitore, because he mentioned this in the telecast on the call, and it's something I already knew. Shakur Stevenson is a bona fide fortress. He's the best fighter in the world at turning defense into offense in an instant. He does not use a lot of footwork. He doesn't utilize his legs a lot. He stands right in front of you, makes you miss, and then destroys you. In round 3 and 4, you saw Yoshino pick up the pace. They called for that in round 2. He struggled to do so. He picks up the pace in 3 and 4, puts a lot of pressure on Shakur, throws a lot of punches. Shakur slips, jabs, parries, catches, digs to the body, super accurate punches, completely deters Yoshino, drops him multiple times. If you go and check out the fight, the 6th round, the stoppage, you think for a second, that's not that crazy. Every single power punch that Shakur is landing on Yoshino, it's like 100%. He's just catching him and destroying him. Great stoppage by the ref, because at the end of the day, sure, Yoshino could have continued, but what are we checking for? He's getting destroyed. He's not defending intelligently, and the accuracy of Shakur Stevenson is much too much for Yoshino. A lot of great fighters in the sport of boxing right now. Bud Crawford, Errol Spence, Alexander Usyk, Tank Davis, so many great fighters, a bunch of divisions. I totally get it. I understand it. Right now, for individuals who understand the sweet science at the highest levels, Shakur Stevenson is the best pound for pound fighter on the planet today. He does not take damage. He does not get hit. He might not get a guy out of there, but you're not going to beat this dude. It's not going to happen. I will leave you with this. Tank Davis, Devin Haney. Now, Devin Haney has to get past Lomachenko. I think he has a good opportunity to do that. Tank Davis has an opportunity to get past Ryan Garcia. He can get that done. But in a perfect world, a perfect scenario where you have to match these individuals, Tank versus Shakur, Tank versus Devin. Tank versus Devin, great fight, compelling fight. I shade towards Tank Davis because I think despite the speed and athleticism and really offensive acumen of Devin Haney, he makes too many mistakes defensively to survive against a Tank Davis. Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, that's a much more compelling fight, in my opinion, and I shade it towards Shakur because the ability to make adjustments, defensive prowess, the ability to frustrate, and then bait the opposition into making mistakes in which he can capitalize on. Tank Davis is a complete fighter, great fighter, a complete boxer. He has the equalizer. A fight I would love to see at 135 pounds. Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson. This is your boy, JG. This is the Punch Report. We out.